Good evening, lovely people. Another one. Here we go. Who do we got in the room? Crypto Doge Daddy Ryan McClymans. Brooklyn, welcome. Samantha from Australia, welcome. Good to see you, Jeremy. Larry Ramirez, of course, North Woods, right on. A few more people are filtering in now. Great to see you guys. What is up, people? What is good? Yes, hit that like button, guys. This is a brand new channel, so the like button goes a long way, guys. Yeah, Samantha, you've been out of the community lately. Good to see you back. Awesome. Great to see you guys. All right, so we're just gonna Brooklyn likes the music. Yes. We like to keep it moving. We like to keep it surreal to a certain degree. Welcome, Lord Dadbod. We do have a mod in the house. Good. All right, I'm just going to start into it, guys. At the top of the chain of events for this news cycle, a whole lot of big predictions for Dogecoin right now, guys. Big predictions for Doge right now. FX Street reports as of this afternoon. Dogecoin price prediction. Doge primed for another parabolic run. American snack brand Slim Jim and Robinhood CEO Vladimir Tenev are among Dogecoin's newest supporters. The meme coin's previous surges were largely retail-driven, but sparked by support from celebrities. Now, Dogecoin prices could once again face a similar surge as new supporters seeming to be jumping on the Doge bandwagon by the leaps and bounds. Dogecoin memes from prominent figures are on the rise, suggesting a recognition of a flame that could propel Doge to a higher price, dare I say, stratosphere, ladies and gentlemen. In a fireside chat on March 19th, Robinhood CEO Vladimir Tenev talked about Dogecoin and its community. He stated, "The Dogecoin community has really embraced Robinhood," which has been awesome to see. It's a fun community. Well, I actually have seen a fair amount of support for Robinhood within the Dogecoin community, but I can't take credit for being any part of that. I have not been supportive of Robinhood, to say the least. Either has Matt Wallace. But this does put us in a very precarious position where Vlad has been embracing the Doge pretty heartedly through various memes, even going so far as sharing a meme, a Slim Jim Doge meme with his face superimposed over Superman, Randy Macho Man Savage's head. It's very interesting to see this roll out, you guys. Next up, I have a source from Investor Place. Why Dogecoin will likely hit new highs in 2021. Despite short-term volatility, surging cryptocurrency interest will provide absolute tailwinds for Dogecoin. Dogecoin has been in the limelight in 2021, starting the year at just 5 cents. Dogecoin was at a record high of 9 cents early February. Although this doesn't sound like a lot, it's a huge increase in percentage. The price of Dogecoin is up 900% so far this year. What we see is that cryptos, including Dogecoin, have massive positive momentum behind them at this point. It is not possible to know whether Dogecoin will rally all the way to its $1 as its investors hope, but more than likely, its price will ebb and flow for the time being, but there seems to be a parabolic surge gathering at the moment. Let me catch up on the chat, guys. Johnny Yabero, welcome to the room. Andy, welcome to the room. Andy says 10 cents this week. Seems like a stretch, but it's possible. Brooklyn, what up, Steven? Who's buying the dip? My spending's capped for this week on crypto, guys. I've been overextending myself, so I'm holding about 130K in Dogecoin. 130K Dogecoins. But today would have been and still is a good day to buy. And not just on Doge, on a lot of coins today. I'm sure most of you have noticed that you're, just like yesterday, most of our portfolios are taking a little hit today. And that's okay. And that's okay. These are great days to take advantage of. Buying the dips, rearrange the portfolio, take advantage of it. It'll all be back soon. You guys, it's not only going to come back, but there are experts predicting in several quarters of the crypto hemisphere right now, a parabolic rise in Dogecoin coming soon. Let me take you to the next article. This comes from courtesy of Coinpedia. Doge price analysis. Support holds ahead of large rally. Doge buyers eye triangle breakout at the 6.7 cent margin. Doge correction continues as support holds ahead of large rally. The popularity of the coin has bolstered Doge, price soaring at 1,150% since this time of last year. Buyers will probably wait for the triangle breakout above 6.7 cents before targeting key 7-8 cent areas, which will also encapsulate the upper surface of the medium-term consolidation. After a step lower from here, would shift the spotlight towards the MA50 at 5.5 cents, though a rally beneath would violate the triangle pattern in the big picture. Risking bearish momentum on the relative strength index supports the notion, along with the short-term MA50 to 200 bear crosses. The triangle is taking shape, guys. It looks like there was a delay on the next Doge surge, but it looks like it's coming into view pretty clearly now. And a number of experts are now predicting a parabolic rise on Doge. Now would appear, and I'm not a financial advisor, etc. disclaimer, it would appear that now would be a good time to load up on Doge if you have the means to do so. Samantha's asking, do you think I should sell my dent now and put it in Doge? I want to get the most profit before I sell it. It depends where you got in on dent and how much you hold in, I suppose. Sam says, be right back, gonna sell some dent now. Jeremy says, I've never been so turned on. You guys, you're my core, and I appreciate you. So the only way I can promote this brand new channel right now is if you retweet it. So I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna tweet out this stream that I am live now, and then I'm gonna ask you guys to retweet it in just a second here. Just a second, guys. There we go. Don't worry, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. All right, crew, if you could, any of you who have a Twitter, if you could just retweet that, help promote the stream, that'd be awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate you. You know I love you. You know I love you. All right. You know, so the predictions of a parabolic rise in Dogecoin raises another important question. Will Robinhood tank this likely incoming Dogecoin rocketing, so to speak? I still think it's possible. Especially when you look at today, Robinhood tweeted this out. Some customers are having trouble moving money in and out of Robinhood. We are working to resolve this as soon as possible. And I can attest to this as several people DM me about this happening that are currently holding accounts in Robinhood, not being able to move money around. I responded, this is news. When hasn't that been the case on Robinhood? You know, I know we've recently seen Vlad shroud himself in Dogeness and Doge memes. And because of all the pressure and outspoken outrage over their Robinhood's hijinks last time, the way they throttled the Doge, I would say it definitely lessens the odds of Robinhood prohibiting users from buying Dogecoin during its next major rise. So I would say it definitely lessens the odds. Scott, welcome. Andy says, I tried for hours to deposit funds. They say it's corrected now. You know, I would think that if they try to throttle Doge again on its next rise, and it's coming, guys, that might be the nail in the coffin for Robinhood's already ailing reputation. So I think it's a lot less likely that they would pull something like this again. But on the other hand, guys, if enough money is at stake for Robinhood, I still wouldn't put it past them to do it and find a new spin for why it happened. I just still don't trust them. And I wouldn't be a good show host if I didn't tell you that. If you're still on Robinhood, I get it. The interface is really clean. It's very attractive. It's easy to navigate. But get a backup plan, please. Please get a backup plan. Please at least get a backup plan. I would suggest, if you're coming off of Robinhood, that you entertain Voyager as your backup plan, because it's very easy to use, just like Robinhood, except it's a lot quicker. The deposits and withdrawals move lightning quick on Voyager versus Robinhood. You're always dealing with, like, every time you want to, like, take money out of a stock or crypto and deposit it back into your bank. It always takes like 3 to 5 frickin' days. It's ridiculous. There's no excuse for that. They don't have to do that. They just do that. And vice versa when you're trying to get more money into your account. But that doesn't take nearly as long. Of course, that doesn't take as long. Jeremy says, I liquidated all my funds on Robinhood on January 28th. I was up for 4 hours making sure it was a smooth transition. Wow. Good for you, man. Larry says, I got Voyager and some VGX. We are going to talk about VGX later tonight. Very smart, Larry. Larry says, I used a referral for VGX, Steve. And it was a quick process. And did you get your $25 in free Bitcoin, Larry? Okay, I will give you the code. So the code, Northwoods and anyone else, the code, my partnership code for Voyager, it will fast track you and get you approved, an account approved within 24 hours instead of being on their waiting list. And then it'll also give you $25 in free Bitcoin. And that's my code. If anyone's interested. Anyway. So let me take a vote in the room. How many of you think Robinhood will throttle Dogecoin again on its next spike? How many of you think we'll do that? Press 1 if you think Robinhood would do that again. And press 2 if you think you don't think they will. You don't think that they will do it again. I'm just curious. Next story. Interesting article. Bitcoin winter could last for years after price hits 300,000. This man predicts on Bazinga. Seems mixed. About half of you think that they would do it again, and 2 of you think that they wouldn't try it again. And I understand that. I think that makes sense. Welcome, Scott, by the way. Good to see you. Backcross Media, welcome. Mick Lovin, welcome. It's hard to say. Drink and Therapy podcast, welcome. It's hard to say, guys. I could see it going either way. This is my final thought on it. I don't think Robinhood wants to do it again, because I think they know it would be a PR. It would be absolutely catastrophic for their PR. However, let's say Doge goes completely through the roof with extra rocket fuel and starts soaring into 20 cents range, something like that. I could see them throttling it then, because the way the business model is laid out on Robinhood is that they lose a lot of money on those parabolic runs, right? And their investors do. So I don't think Robinhood will do it unless it starts really going high, like high. Then I think they absolutely would. Because for as much as Vlad knows what a PR nightmare that would be for them to do that again, I don't think their investors would have it. And Vlad, it doesn't even matter what Vlad wants at that point. It's what his partners would want. Jeremy says on January 29th, when they cost me $2,000 pausing and buying and selling at 1 a.m., it was not mandatory maintenance when everything else was tradable. Listen. And that's only $2,000 that you know of, Jeremy. I lost way more money on that when I really worked the numbers out. I've said this before. If it wasn't for Robinhood's initial market manipulation on Dogecoin, I think Doge would be around 15 to up to even 20 cents by now, honestly. So do the math on that. And that is what Vlad's hijinks have personally cost you. So, I mean, it's better to have him on our side, I guess, than not. Although that could be debated too. Because there's not a lot of people that straight up like the dude. For good reason. Anyway, next story. Despite predicting that Bitcoin price will rise to $300,000 in the current bull market, Bobby Lee, founder of BTCC Exchange, believes that crypto markets could spend years in decline after the market reaches its peak. The crash will come when we least expect it. Rand Newmeyer, CEO of Blockchain Investment Fund, says, not all investors share this hypothesis, however, as Dan Held's most recent predictions of Bitcoin's price. People aren't just in it for a speculative run anymore. People are buying Bitcoin because they see its value, suggesting that the digital asset could even reach 1 million by the end of this cycle. That's crazy. So my thoughts on this are, I don't think Bitcoin will crash as significantly as they're saying here. But I do think eventually Bitcoin is going to reach its apex and then come down very significantly. However, that being said, this will likely only make way for a more variety of cryptocurrencies to share more of the market. So in that regard, I think it's a win-win. I mean, for those who are diversified outside of Bitcoin enough, right? Like most people in here are, I'm sure. Beto, welcome, man. Give me 7 cents and you can have it. Beto's losing patience with the Doge. Deep breaths, my friend. Stop checking the Doge. That's what I recommend. Just stop checking it. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride. Next story. Cryptocurrency broker Voyager stock price is up a mind-boggling 15,300% over last year. Voyager's stock price is up over 15,000% over last year. Matt Bolshin, interesting last name, goes on to write, it would be hard to argue that the cryptocurrency brokerage business is not one of the best businesses globally nowadays. For example, Coinbase has reached an implied $68 billion in valuation ahead of its highly anticipated NASDAQ listing from near zero only a few years ago. Another example, Voyager Digital Limited, a company that is one of the up-and-coming crypto brokers. In a little over a year, they increased their assets under management from 5 million to 500 million and have now risen exponentially to reach 1.7 billion. Wow. If you had been lucky or wise enough to invest in Voyager's digital stock a year ago, that's VGX. I talk a lot about VGX. If you would have invested $10,000 back a year ago, you'd be a millionaire right now. You'd be worth $1.54 million, guys. From 10,000 to 1.5 million. Amazing. Voyager's offering over 50 digital assets, including 22 interest-bearing assets, is winning over investors. As we increase our marketing reach, investors are gravitating to Voyager's commission-free and easy-to-use platform, as evidenced by our daily deposits increasing 25% since last December. Looking ahead, there is still huge upside potential if the company can continue to execute and grow rapidly. Voyager Digital trades on market cap of $4 billion, which is well below market leader Coinbase, which is said to have an implied valuation of $68 billion, which works out to be about 17% higher. Of course, Coinbase is much bigger for now, with 43 million users trading digital assets more than 100 countries. That's the main thing. Voyager right now, so when you look at the per capita, Voyager is only in America right now. And Voyager's still holding $4 billion of the brokerage crypto market, while only being in America. Sure, Coinbase is its valuation is at $68 billion, but they are in over 100 countries. Now, how high do you see VGX? McLovin says. What's my price prediction for VGX? Beto, I'm going to talk about SafeMoon shortly. My price prediction for VGX, between $40 and $50 a coin. And I say that's probably going to happen within the next 2.5 years. Maybe 3 at the most. I'm very bullish on VGX. I think it's a great long-term investment. Unfortunately, I didn't get in a year ago. I wish I would have. I'd be a pretty wealthy man if I did. But when you look at the growth, the exponential growth, and the expansion of Voyager, I think a sharp value increase for VGX is inevitable, you guys. Plus, within 2021, Voyager will be going into available through most of Europe and Canada within this year. Shortly thereafter, it's going to be available in Asia. So, what do you think is going to happen to VGX once all that kicks in? Brooklyn Bariqua says, BitTorrent token up 1,500% just this year alone, but Doge is still my dog. Yeah, BitTorrent, I'm enjoying watching my modest investment go out of control on BitTorrent right now, but unfortunately I didn't put in a lot more money into BTT, but you know, hindsight's always 20/20 with these things. I'm just glad I had some money in there. And I knew that my mistake was I knew BTT was going to do what it's doing now. I just didn't expect it to happen at nearly as quickly. Brooklyn says everyone on this live is going to be wealthy by 2022. Dogecoin to the moon. Yes. I love the optimism. Welcome to the room, Chi-Chi 3300. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I just started this channel. We just started going live earlier this week. Spread the word. Subscribe, like it up so our tiny little sliver of the YouTube universe can start getting up in those algorithms. So VGX, yes. I think VGX's future is so bright that I've got to wear shades. Next story. Bitcoin mining can be a bridge to renewable energy future by supporting green projects, a leading North American miner says. This is from Markets Insider, you guys. And I've been talking about this the last couple of shows. Bitcoin mining can help the development of renewable energy technologies by allowing a quicker return on green investments, according to the head of one North American's biggest crypto miners. Mike Coiler, chief executive of the Foundry, a sister company to a major Bitcoin player, Grayscale, told Insider he thinks Bitcoin can be a bridge between our current energy production and the future world of renewable energy production. His argument is a boom in the green energy creation that has led to oversupply in many areas, which can be difficult to manage and costly for renewable firms, etc., etc., etc. So basically what's happening here, guys, we're seeing all sorts of more energy efficient solutions to Bitcoin mining come into play. And not only are they coming into play, but they're actually starting to turn the Bitcoin mining process into something that's renewable and even better for the planet. I told you this was going to happen in short order. That's why all of the mainstream medias and the gnashing and wailing from Bill Gates and all his superpowers about how harmful cryptocurrency is for the environment is bogus. It's largely bogus. Now, it does take a lot of energy. I'm not saying it doesn't have any impact on the environment. But what I'm saying is, on the scale that a lot of the media is trying to tell you that it is not true. And for them to imply that the mining process for Bitcoin is worse and takes up more energy than fiat and banks collectively and gold and all these other things is ridiculous. It's just simply not true. I don't even know how all of these news agencies continue to peddle that with a straight face. It's ridiculous. But all these people are kind of tied together in the sense that they share a common objective, and that objective is to stop the rise of decentralized currency. That's what it's about. So this article goes on. This gets pretty interesting, guys. Because here, I'm scrolling down. Bank of America said, as renewable energy production increases over the next 20 years, quantum computers reduce energy use. The cryptocurrency space needs to find ways to reduce its carbon footprint. They already are, Bank of America. Bank of America analysts argued Bitcoin's energy consumption is only going to worsen due to the system structure, which is making mining more difficult over time. Lies. Lies. That's not true. So basically, what Bank of America seems to be allegedly, well, I'll get to that in a minute, because this gets, my point gets really interesting. But I need to roll it out to you right. So Bank of America is now lecturing the crypto space on environmental issues, etc. Now, Bank of America has put up a huge budget for a PR campaign so everyone makes sure that they're trying to be carbon neutral by the year 2050. And I applaud them for that. That is a good thing to do. You can't really go anywhere without Bank of America letting you know about that. So they definitely are parlaying it and doing it, I think, as more of like a PR effort. But whatever. If the outcome is that Bank of America becomes carbon neutral by 2050, good for them. Good for them. But for them to come down on cryptocurrency as hard as they are right now, like that they are like these squeaky clean moral arbiters, is pretty funny to me. We know that decentralized currency is a direct threat to the profits of a company like Bank of America, right? Am I right or am I right? Of course. Now get this. I did some research. And this is a story that kind of went pretty unnoticed. This came out July last year. The title of this article is "Another Horrific Bank of America Story that hundreds, if not thousands, are apparently experiencing." Last week, I received the following email from Jim Thiel. He writes to this journalist. On June 26, Bank of America closed my 2 deposit accounts on suspicion of fraudulent activity. Turns out they were completely wrong and have since apologized. The problem is, both hard copy letters that I received in the mail were threatening, insulting, and just an outright slap in my face. But what makes this not so funny was the letter I received last night, where there was a line: any remaining balance, get this, you guys, here's the meat. Any remaining balance won't be returned to you. So now there's over $10,000 in funds received from my SBA loan for agricultural folks like myself. This guy's a small farmer. And now I'm being told it's seized. So to make a long story short, guys, I don't want to bore you and belabor you with all the details here, but basically what happened to this guy through Bank of America is he took out a PPP loan, right, from Bank of America for his small farm. Bank of America accused him of fraudulent activity and shut his accounts down, and therefore seizing a lot of his money from his accounts. That is non-refundable. They just stole it. Now, and they're doing it. Okay, this is ridiculous. So what they do is they're offering and approving PPP loans to farmers and other small businesses, and then midway through, Bank of America will falsely accuse these small business owners of fraudulent activities and then seize their remaining funds as leverage and not give it back. Now, this wouldn't be such a story, say this happened once or twice, right? For as big of a company as Bank of America is. I could see that happening. But the problem is, it's not that. As it turns out, Bank of America is responsible for over 150 complaints just like this, just in the last year alone, you guys. So forgive me if I don't consider or trust Bank of America to be bastions of ethical business practices, let alone someone we should take seriously when it comes to their opinions on cryptocurrency. You feel me? Let me catch up on the comments here, guys. Why is Doge dipping so low all of a sudden? It's not just Doge. It's the entire crypto market right now. I don't think it's anything to worry about. It's a trend with the entire crypto market today. Leo Jane says Bill Gates is a communist. Well, there are certain. I could see how someone would kind of draw that conclusion. Steven, aka Mr. Gray, I finally got into Voyager with your code after arguing with them for a freaking month. Why did it take a month? Why were you arguing with them? That surprises me. What do I think about Theta? I don't have any thoughts on Theta at this time because I'm not well researched enough on it to give an opinion. So several people have asked me about it, so it is on my list of to-dos. Beto said I got a PPP loan, no issues, to be honest. From Bank of America, I assume? Yeah, I'm not saying this happens to everybody that gets PP loans, but it's happened to 150 people within the last year. All of those 150, by the way, were all proven to not have delved into fraudulent activity. So what happened was they were accused of fraudulent activity. Bank of America sent out a letter apologizing, saying our bad, and then seizing their money. That's really sketchy. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. And hit that thumbs up button if for some reason you haven't already. It takes a split second of your time, doesn't cost you a dime. It's the number one thing you can do to take my small little show and get it up in the YouTube algorithms. Appreciate it. Next story. This comes from Newsweek. Newsweek writes about SafeMoon. So SafeMoon is starting to get some traction now, and now they're starting to get some media attention. Newsweek writes a new type of cryptocurrency called SafeMoon is gathering interest among enthusiasts. Little is known about the cryptocurrency so far, though developers have held live Ask Me Anything meetings answering some of these questions. Launched just this month, SafeMoon claims it will reward people who buy and hold on the cryptocurrency and issue a penalty to those who sell it on. This to me, now these are my own words, this isn't the article. This to me is the most interesting thing about SafeMoon. This is a concept I don't think we've seen tried in cryptocurrency yet. This is a very interesting concept. This to me is the one thing. All the other stuff, the tech, everything else, the marketing, all the lingo, the jargon, the PR, I don't care. To me, what makes this an interesting coin is that it will reward people who buy and hold on to it, and issue a penalty to those who sell it on it. It seems like a very risky thing to do, but a risk that could have a big payoff. So I'm very interested to see how this goes for SafeMoon. Celeste, hiya Steve and everyone just lurking in the back. Good to see you, Celeste. So, Newsweek goes on to write, going to the moon is a phrase popularized in recent times by Wall Street Bets community on Reddit. The mechanism by which SafeMoon rewards participants involves issuing a 10% penalty tax fee on sellers and redistributing 5% to the people who already own the currency. Wow. Let me say that one more time. SafeMoon rewards participants by issuing a 10% penalty tax fee on sellers and redistributing 5% of this to people who already own the currency. It seems risky, but it could play out brilliantly for SafeMoon. So, for the record, I've gone from being I know some of you guys are very bullish on this coin, including some close friends of mine in the crypto space. And I got to tell you, I've been very skeptical of this coin. That being said, after further review, I'm going to invest a modest amount of money in this coin. The good news is it only takes the modest amount to see sweet gains on a coin like this if it takes off. So I do think it is worth that. Would I advise people pouring thousands into it? Only if you're balling. But I definitely, this coin definitely interests me, and I definitely think it does have potential to break out. Based on that caveat alone about rewarding and penalizing purchasers and sellers. So this will be very interesting to see how SafeMoon does in the next couple months. Crypto Batman, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Everyone welcome Crypto Batman. Larry says, so we are pretty early in all of this. It seems like we're just getting figured out with every new coin. What a time to be alive. You know, this is a point that I've been making more and more recently, where we look back, we consider ourselves to be very late in the game. When we look back on the people who had enough sense to get in on Bitcoin when it was $1,000 or less, for example, right? We consider ourselves very late to the party. And I've talked about this, I think, on Crypto Batman show. He and I were talking about this. In the grand scheme of things, when we're all a bunch older, hopefully wiser and richer, I think we are going to look back on 2021 as still being a chapter of the ground level of crypto. I think a lot of coins that we're all holding right now are going to be incredible long-term investments. Incredible long-term investments. So I still think, in the grand scheme of things, in the totality of crypto history, 2021 will still be considered a ground level year. So yes, I do think that we are lucky to be alive. I do think that everybody in this room holding portfolios, I think we're lucky. I think history is going to judge us very kindly and very favorably. Unless your portfolio is made up of all trend coins and nothing else, then you might have some problems. But I'm holding 13 coins now, most of which I don't plan on selling for a while. Crypto Batman says, agreed, Steven. Crypto Batman, I'm risking it all so my future me isn't pissed off at me. I like the way you say that, man. Ryan says, no super chats yet. No super chats yet. So in order to even qualify for super chats, you guys, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. And as you can see there, I just started this channel and I don't even have 200 subscribers, but I'm getting there. So you need at least 1,000 subscribers. Then you apply to be a partner, and then if you get approved for that, that's when super chats can go into play. 1 second, you guys. I'll be back in literally 60 seconds. Okay, I lied. It was 30 seconds. Thank you for the subscription. Brooklyn, thank you. Awesome. Appreciate it. So I don't have that, but I do have a partnership with Stream Elements. Guys, some of you guys I'm sure are familiar with Stream Elements. Stream Elements is what a lot of other folks use in Twitch and stuff like that. So you can super chat through Stream Elements if you feel so inclined, guys. No pressure either way. But for those who are interested, that's my Stream Elements link. And so if you purchase through if you donate through Stream Elements, it shows up like a super chat the same way. Anyway, that's that. So yeah, next story, guys. Powell calls cryptocurrencies not really useful stores of value. Says Fed will move slowly. CNBC reports this, you guys. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said cryptocurrencies are primarily a speculative asset. He added there's no hurry to develop central bank digital currency. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said Monday that cryptocurrencies remain incredibly unstable for a store of value, and the central bank is in no hurry to introduce a competitor. They're highly volatile and therefore not really useful stores of value, and they're not backed by anything, Powell said during a virtual panel discussion on digital banking hosted by Bank for International Settlements. It's more of a speculative asset that's essentially a substitute for gold rather than a dollar. Oh my gosh. What an absolute tool. What an absolute tool this guy is. Jerome Powell. So I did some more research on Jerome Powell today. Most people know him as the chairman of the Federal Reserve. The truth is, Jerome Powell is a former investment banker for Dylan Reed and a former partner of the highly controversial private equity and leveraged buyout firm, the Carlyle Group. So the Carlyle Group has spent well over $1 billion in lobbying over the last decade. Over $1 billion just in lobbying. This is the same group that helped leverage over $450 billion in taxpayer money in leveraged buyouts. And Powell actually is a member of the 1%, which is fine, but how did he get there? We know how he got there. So he's sitting on at least 55 million that we can tell. Of course he doesn't like. Thank you, Crypto Babin. Thank you for subscribing to Steven Steele. Of course he's not going to like crypto, you guys. Of course everything he's going to say is going to be disparaging about crypto. This guy has spent his entire life being a scam artist. His entire life. And not just that kind of artist, but he's done it at the expense of our dollars, taxpayer dollars. So, dude, Jerome Powell, in the words of Matt Wallace, you're roasted. You're roasted. Your opinion on cryptocurrency is not valid. It does not matter. We know your story. We know your deal. We know why you're talking this smack. And it's not because you're looking out for our best interests. We know this. We know this. Anyway, let me get to the chat. Back to the chat here, guys. I'm in the house. What's up, Steven? Subscribe and smash that like. Will Rodriguez, welcome. Glad you finally made it, man. Glad you finally made it. Ooh. It sounds like someone just donated. Let me check it out. I didn't see it show up on the screen, but did you guys? I'm still trying to fine-tune this whole thing. Hey, Ryan McClemens. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. He says, let's go, buddy, for a donation of $4.20. $4.20 from Ryan. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So if you do want to super chat, you can do so. There is a link in the description of this video if you feel so inclined. I hate plugging that stuff. I really hate it. Good visual mix up there. Thank you, Unicornucopia. Say that 3 times fast. I'm going to try it. Unicornucopia, Unicornucopia, Unicornucopia. Hey, did better than I thought. New subscriber, Jason Austin. Thank you, man. And McLovin, also another new subscriber, in addition to Will. Thank you, guys. I'll take that first-time donation to the channel. Let's get this thing moving, folks. Thank you, Ryan. You're awesome, man. So, I got just like a couple of thumbs downs on this video, and I know why. And I just want to talk about it for a moment. I know who's doing it, and I know you're probably watching, dude. And I just want to talk to you about it. I just want to have a talk with you. So I get these messages a lot, and I'm sure that Crypto Batman gets them a lot too. Where people will message me about like new coins, right? And I don't mind that people message me about new coins. I don't mind that at all. But some of the people, the way they message me about them, it's a little bit of a pet peeve. Some of the people message me in the way that they're like, yo, here are these coins. They're about to rocket. I hope you know what's going on. You know, so basically, you're stupid if you don't know what's up with these coins because they're about to go. Good luck. And I don't like that. I don't like when people message me that. And it doesn't make me too inclined to check out their coins. So, I think someone else super chatted in here. I just got the alert, but I'm not seeing it on the screen. Are you guys seeing super chat or super chat alerts on the screen from Stream Elements? Ryan tipped $1. Thank you, Ryan. Says, who's next? Thank you, dude. Thank you, Ryan, for that. Appreciate you. So, Crypto Batman says, yes, the new coin DMs. So what I'm saying is, tweeted out about something like this today because it was like the 10th one. There it is. See, it looked. It worked. Ryan tipped $1. Who's next? I'm glad those super chat alerts are finally working. So there's a couple things. Like, dude, I think you're probably watching, and so I tweeted about it. Listen, man, no hard feelings, first of all. You may have sent that message to me, and you may not have meant it the way it came off to me. And if that's the case, like, dude, like, no big deal. Even if you did mean it that way, like, I'm over it. Like, we're good. Like, I don't like to hold beefs, but I do express myself honestly. Furthermore, as a show host in the position that I'm in, it would not be responsible for me to hype up every coin somebody tells me about. Now, that's not to say that some of the coins that people come to me about are gonna take off, right? That could very well be the case. For as much that's going on now, in fact, I probably will miss the ball on a couple of these coins. But I'd rather take that chance than just be the guy that just hypes whatever latest trend coin we're being told is gonna rocket gonna moon in the next couple days. People wouldn't trust me. I owe it to you guys. Scott Herforth tipped $5. Thank you, Scott. Steve is top cool. Too cool to ask, so I'll do it. Like and subscribe so we can get this channel popping. Thank you so much, Scott. And you're right, I hate asking. I hate anything to do with asking people for money or donates or super. I hate it. So thank you. So you guys, like, I'd rather err on the side of maybe missing the boat on a couple coins than just like telling you hopping on the dick of a new coin like every week and like hyping it up that it's going to be awesome and it's going to moon. Like, I can't do that. So I think I made my point clear, and I hope the dude that logged in and out of a few accounts to give me 3 thumbs down understands that. Like, dude, I have no hard feelings towards you. I'm honest. I just honestly express myself, and you know. And if you decide to unblock me on Twitter and start interacting with me again, we're good. We're cool, bro. All right, so Jordan Falla says, Steve, what's good, man? The consistency is key. Each show you keep getting better and better. Thank you, Jordan. You know, I'm new at this. I'm new at hosting my own show, so I know things are still getting fine-tuned in here and all that stuff. Crypto Batman says, YouTube algorithm just wants to see engagement, whether it's thumbs up, thumbs down, comments, shares, links. Yeah, I didn't know that. I guess thumbs down would be included in the engagement. So that's good to know, man. He says, yeah, thumbs down actually help you out more than doing nothing at all. So you should thank those people. I actually didn't know that, Crypto Batman. Thank you, man. Hey, Steven, CKB is gonna moon soon. If you're not into it, you have no idea what's going on. Trust me, bro. You know, coincidentally enough, though, Crypto Batman, CKB was one of the only coins that did well today. Let me look up CKB. It was actually doing pretty well today compared to most other coins. So that's gone down considerably over the last hour. But it's still up about 6%. Still about 6%. It was up like 17% earlier today, but that seems it's in quite the retracement right now. Peachtree. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? Beto says, Steven always keeping it 100. I try, man. Appreciate you, Beto. Batman says the worst thing the hater can do is not even click the thumbnail If he does anything else, he's helping you grow. Oh, I just heard a super chat alert. Dogecoin going well. Good to hear it, Sam. Yeah, we're actually gonna get Crypto Batman on the show here in the near future sometime. We just gotta work out the schedule. He's the big celebrity. I'm the new little pleb in the corner. Steel coin to the moon. I would love to have the steel coin. Larry Ramirez tipped $5. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that. You heard it here first, folks. Crypto Batman just says, I'll be on this week for sure. So that's right. We're going to have Crypto Batman live here on Steven Steele Live this week. And yes, that is one hot robot. I finally got the tips working, guys. I finally got the tips working. Glad to hear it. Yes, yes. So it's going to be Crypto Batman versus the Man of Steel. Here's a really cool article that literally just dropped as I was going on the air. From Clean Technica by a journalist that I just got hip to. I really like her style of writing. Her name's Jennifer Sensiba. And the title of her article is, It's So Funny. Maybe she was watching my show last night. She said, zero-sum thinking of Bernie Sanders on space exploration would doom humanity both in short and long run. Bernie Sanders doesn't like Elon Musk. In some ways, I get it. It sucks to see people like Jeff Bezos buying a mega yacht, while there are people without access to clean water, decent shelter, and even regular meals elsewhere in the U.S. There's a big mistake in the man's thinking, though. Sanders thinks that dollars spent in space are dollars that would be better spent on Earth, but doesn't seem to be aware that it's not a competition. I literally said that verbatim last night. She goes on to write, historically, dollars spent in space have greatly benefited people of Earth. In fact, more than money would have helped people had it been directly spent on Earth. And she goes on to explain how all the technologies that came from space exploration. Who was here last night? Who was here last night? Was I literally not making that one of my main points when I did Bernie versus Elon last night? I said the technological advancements that we harvest from space exploration is immeasurable. Jordan says, Steven, when's your birthday? It's on July 11. Crypto Batman says, I'm a pleb too, man. Okay. We're two plebs in a pod, my man. Northwoods, Elon is figuring out how to create better life for kids being born today. Essentially, yeah. She goes on to write, when a person gets in a serious accident and loses a limb, it used to be a lifetime sentence to poverty in most cases. Attempts to replace limbs with wooden or metal pegs were better than nothing, but still left someone a peg leg, quote unquote, with severely limited mobility, limited economic prospects. Today, it's still no walk in the park, but there are much better artificial limbs that keep people from suffering a lifetime. And this is due, the point is, this was all due and can be credited to space exploration. Because the artificial muscle systems and those like robotic sensors and those like diamond joint coatings that they use now all came from space programs. We wouldn't have discovered all that tech without space exploration. And that's just one example. Larry Maris, Doge party for Steven's birthday. I'm about it. Let's do it, guys. And she goes on just give example after example of game-changing technology that's really helped us, that are results from space exploration. And then she goes on to say this. If the money that had been diverted to healthcare, we wouldn't have CAT scan technology without space programs, nor would we have today's better kidney dialysis machines, among many other things. Sure, more people in the 60s would have had immediate access to 60s healthcare tech, but today we'd be using medical technology that didn't advance nearly as much as it has. Failing to fund space programs are confiscating Elon's wealth to give to the poor would not be intelligent approaches. Earth will not be inhabitable forever. One day an asteroid or comet will strike this planet. That's true, actually. Now it's going to be could be quite a long time. I mean, 100,000 years plus. But inevitably it's going to happen. So by then, we need to have enough tech and things coming in place where we can easily continue our lives of luxury, first world luxury, elsewhere. Jordan says, Stephen, I felt the energy that you were a Leo. Very close. Yes, very close. I'm a Cancer. Crypto Batman is definitely invited. When we all migrate to Mars, we're all going to do a crab dance on Mars. Celeste says, without space programs, we wouldn't have Tang. I loved Tang growing up, and I love that dry ice cream. Larry says, by then, hopefully we'll be on another planet. Quite likely, if you're talking like 100,000 years. Hopefully we'll have a couple planets to choose from. So in summary, she says, if we had made space exploration something only governments did, because we took everything away from the wealthy who were investing in it, that would be even a bigger farce. I know there are a lot of people putting in a lot of hard work on NASA's SLS program, but it's just the latest in a series of delayed and canceled programs that are mired in political and budget issues. The bottom line, if we did things Bernie's way, humanity, especially the poor, would be worse off right up until our species unnecessarily went extinct. Man, she even went in harder on Bernie than I did yesterday. There's definitely things I like about the guy, but he really misses the mark. He really missed the mark on the picking a fight with Elon. For the first time, Jordan says, for the first time, I tried to spend crypto, and it was an expensive curve about gas fees. I tried to buy in, I don't know how to pronounce that, Avagochi the last 3 days, but man, was it way expensive. What type of cryptocurrency were you using, Jordan? Oh, are there NFTs? That's right. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I bet the gas fees were really high. If you're okay, now I know what you're talking about. I'm not so sure I'm saying it right, but now I'm familiar with those NFTs. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I bet they were. I've heard the gas fees are steepest on NFTs. Hopefully you didn't pay with Ethereum, because those gas fees seem to be through the roof more than any of them, from what I'm reading, particularly in the NFT hemisphere. McLovin, do you think Apple will accept Doge on their payment system? Yeah, eventually I do. I do think that's coming. Oh yeah, that's why. Right when you said you got hit with gas fees super hard, Jordan, I knew that you were probably talking about Ethereum. I knew it. Well, the good news is, Jordan, that as I'm sure you're aware, Ethereum is right on the precipice of releasing a new 2.0 version that's supposed to drastically reduce the gas associated with Ethereum. Yes. So, speaking of Ethereum, you guys, Ethereum, I think, is one of the safest bets you can make in cryptocurrency right now. There was a woman here last night. She said, I have $1,000 due to the stimulus reserved for cryptocurrency. What would you recommend? And I told her, I recommend she should probably play it more conservatively. And I said that a good bet would be to divide that $1,000 between Doge, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. I think that's a super safe trifecta. That you're not going to see the super wild margin action, but you will see solid margins over a long period of time. Wow, Jordan, you really got hit with those gas fees. Well, if you consider this, you guys, that guy that bought that Beeple piece of digital art for whatever it was, I think the final cost was around 60 million, right? But he paid 9 million in gas fees. The guy that bought that Beeple NFT paid 9 million just in gas fees. Whew. And that's the main thing that's really been stagnating Ethereum the last few months, is these gas fees are killing people. But that's all about to all be remedied very soon. And I think once the 2.0 version comes out, and from all the numbers I'm examining, I think Ethereum is going to go gangbusters, you guys. I think we're already going to see some pretty big increases on Ethereum before March is over. Yep. So, I don't know if any of you guys are on Discord, but I do have a Discord community. If you join it, I'm giving everybody who joins now a free subscription. So basically means I have other perks and subscriber base content that I'm working on right now. So you'll have a free subscriber status for Infinity for a limited time when you join my Discord server that I'm just setting up right now. So yeah, guys, I'll also have some announcements coming soon. I know it's been taking a little longer. It's just figuring people's schedules out for guests. So I am going to have guests soon. And Crypto Batman later this week. We don't know when yet, but we're going to message. We're going to figure it out. So guys, question. What was your favorite video game growing up? If you had to pick one video game, what was your favorite video game? I think mine was... I had a couple favorites. Mine was Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. And then there's a super old school one before that from the 80s called Tempest. And Tempest was like this arcade game where they didn't even have any other versions except for the arcade version. And I don't think it'd be fun if it on a non-arcade version, because Tempest relied on this like 360 spinner thing, and all the graphics are like old school vector looking, and then you shoot into the vector. It's really hard to explain, but you can YouTube it. Okay, Legends of Mana, Asteroids. Ooh, real old school. Final Fantasy Tactics, Scott says. Nice. Nice. I have played that. Magical Chase on TurboGrafx. Nice. Double Dragon. I remember playing Double Dragon. For sure. There used to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game where 4 people could play all 4 turtles at the same time. Super Smash Bros. Wow. Welcome, Pink Tuba, by the way. Oh, Mortal Kombat was great. When you'd kill a guy in Mortal Kombat, it was always really epic. Scott says they just remastered the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in time. Game looks... Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Doom. Oh yeah. Can't forget Doom. Streets of Rage. Good call, D-Man. Ooh, Simpsons Arcade. Nice. I forgot about that. .007 on the 64 was a game changer. Oh yeah. Yeah, good call. Jordan says, I was born in 89, got the best of all the Game Awards. Yeah, if you're born in 89, that puts you right smack dab in the middle of all the greats from a few different generations of gaming. I'm sure almost all of you have, but just in case you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. And feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Star Fox. I used to play that for hours. Oof, I forgot about Star Fox. I do like that game. Good to be back with the Steelmeister. Hey, welcome G3. Welcome, welcome. I'll never get sick of pinball, though. I've spent a lot of time playing pinball as a kid. Actually, my father's 84 now, and he's still cruising along. Sometimes I swear the guy's got more energy than I do. And he and I used to play a lot of pinball together. Ooh, Friday the 13th on NES. That was really cool, actually. Speaking of which, I'm going to give you guys some Friday the 13th sounding music for a little bit. Hold on. I got the perfect playlist for it. For like 80s horror movie kind of vibes. Oh yeah. Check this stuff out. Zelda on 64 changed the game to be able to be a kid and grow into teenage Link. Yep. Mike Myers, not to be confused with Austin Powers, Mike Myers. I really like the first Austin Powers. I think I like the second one. I feel like they got dumber the more they did, of them they did, though. The thing is, guys, back in the day, I'm old enough to remember when arcades were really a thing. Back in the earlier days of arcades, they would often have whoever had the high score on that video game, like in a mounted plaque or a mounted sign with your name and your score like above that video game. And then you'd be kind of like one of the legends of the arcade, right? And then all the kids would just spend hours trying to break your record. Ryan says the Discord link in description is not working. Oh, sorry to hear that. Let me check it out. Did the Discord link work for anyone else? Oh gosh, sorry guys. Hold on, let me try to fix that. Try this one, you guys. See if this Discord link works, okay? If that doesn't work either, definitely let me know. It takes you to the load page. Oh, if you're on a computer, it's probably because you have to download the desktop version of the desktop app version of Discord first. Okay, it's working now? Okay, great. Awesome. Scott's top games are Final Fantasy. What number is that? 7? I think so. Final Fantasy Tactics. Zelda: A Link to the Past. Ooh, I like Zelda Link last time. I do remember playing that one. Zelda. Ocarina of Time. I'm probably not saying that right. Ocarina of Time. Or Ocarina of Time. Diablo 2, remember Diablo 2, Super Mario 64, of course, Mario Kart for SNES, of course, Street Fighter 2, StarCraft, Warcraft 2, I liked StarCraft, and GoldenEye. All really good picks that are like from a few different generations of gaming. Cool, glad it finally worked, guys. Yeah, sorry about that from before. Well, guys, we are at about the 2-hour mark, and I don't have any guests on here tonight, and I do have some other stuff I got to take care of. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. Really appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. I will be back very soon. You've been great. You guys have been great, and I noticed we're slowly growing each and every day. This has been really encouraging. This is great, and we're just going to keep continuing to have more and more fun as we go along. I know we will, and I know this is just the beginning of a big future. So thanks again, guys, and keep the faith. And I will see you all very soon. And yeah, we're just going to keep doing it to it and keep stepping it up. Take it easy, guys. Until next time.